If you thought men controlled all the money in the world, think again. More likely than not, you haven't heard about the wealthy women on this list. In today's video, we will go over the 15 richest self-made women in the USA. So, make sure you watch until the end if you want to be surprised at how big of a fortune these women have. All of these self-made billionaires have created their wealth, so you won't be seeing anyone that inherited vast amounts of money in our special list. Now, let's get started with number 15, SHERYL Sandberg, $1.9 billion. SHERYL has served as COO at Facebook since 2008 and has been primarily focused on helping drive up the social media firm's advertising revenue. You could think she's doing a good job, as they increased by over 20% in the last year, topping $84 billion in revenue. Number 14, PEGGY CHERNG, $2 billion. PEGGY is the co-founder and co-CEO of Panda Express, a famous Chinese fast food chain which has over 2,200 locations across the world. In 1982, she left her engineering career to help her husband Andrew open up their first location in LA. Since then, she has never looked back. Number 13, ELAINE WYNN, $2.2 billion. Also known as the Queen of Las Vegas, ELAINE WYNN became the largest shareholder of WYNN Resorts back in 2018. She started working in his father's Maryland bingo establishment until she and her husband moved to Las Vegas. They founded Mirage Resorts in 1973 and WYNN Resorts in 2002. Number 12, OPRAH WINFREY, $2.7 billion. OPRAH needs no introduction, period. But in case you don't know who she is, she indeed comes from nothing. In 1986, she started her talk show for which she negotiated ownership rights. Since then, her small talk show has transitioned into a media empire. Number 11, SCHWARTZ, $2.9 billion. With just $720 in savings, Alice and her husband David started up BioRad Laboratories back in 1952. BioRad now sells over 10,000 life science and clinical research products, posting revenues over $2.3 billion annually. This has allowed Alice to amass a fortune of nearly $3 billion. Number 10, Doris Fisher, $2.9 billion. Doris is the one who founded the clothing retailer Gap back in 1969 with her now-deceased husband. The exciting part of this story is that they founded Gap after they couldn't find clothes to fit them. The rest is history. We hope you're enjoying this video. Please smash the like button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Now, hang on because it's about to get more interesting. Number 9, GAIL Miller, $3.2 billion. The numbers are getting bigger, and GAIL, with her now-deceased husband Larry, turned a lonely Toyota dealership into a monster $5.3 billion in sales across 64-plus dealerships in 2020. Did anyone say Japanese cars would never sell in the US? Well, they are wrong. Number 8, LYNDA RESNICK, $4 billion. We've now come to the $4 billion mark with LYNDA. She is the marketing genius behind the Wonderful Company, a food conglomerate, and has annual sales of over $5 billion. Number 7, Ty Lee, $4.1 billion. Ty is the CEO of the international IT provider She International, which has over $11 billion in annual sales and over 20,000 customers. When we say customers, we're talking companies such as Boeing and AT&T. Number 6, Johnelle Hunt, $4.1 billion. Johnelle's story is a crazy one. Johnelle and her now-deceased husband sold everything they owned and took loads of loans in 1961 and started a packaging and transportation business named JB Hunt. A few years later, they bought 5 trucks and 7 trailers. Fast forward to now, they are now pushing $10 billion in annual sales. Have you seen anything so far that has blown your mind? I'm sure you have, but in case you haven't, keep watching because this is about to get super wealthy. Number 5, MARIAN ILITCH, $4.4 billion. MARIAN and her now-deceased husband, Mike, founded Caesar's Pizza back in 1959. It may only sound like a corner pizzeria, but it is now a pizza chain turning over $4 billion in sales. Number 4, Judy Love, $5.2 billion. The love is growing here. Judy and her husband Tom opened their first little gas station in a place you've never heard of, Watonga, Oklahoma, back in 1964. They had to use a $5,000 loan from her in-laws. Fast forward, and today they have a chain of 550-plus stores in 41 different states with revenues of over $20 billion. Number 3. Meg Whitman, $6.3 billion. Meg is known for being the genius who took eBay from $5 million in sales to $8 billion in sales during her role as CEO from 1998 to 2008. She then transitioned to Hewlett-Packard before working with other giants. Number 2. Judy Faulkner, $6.5 billion. Judy is a computer programmer who founded America's leading medical record software provider, Epic, from a Wisconsin basement in 1979. Epic provides support for over 250 million patients across the USA. Judy has committed to giving back 99% of her assets to a charitable foundation. And finally, with almost double the amount of wealth as number 2, number 1, Diane Hendricks, $11 billion. Diane is the queen of the self-made billionaire women. She is the chair of ABC Supply, one of the wholesale distributors of roofing, siding, and window supplies. The company has over 800 branch locations and is now pushing $12 billion in annual revenues. With that, we have come to the end of our list. Which of these self-made billionaires is the most impressive to you? Did you get inspired by any of them? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our incredible videos. Stay wealthy, and I'll see you in the next video.